Glory, glory, Man United won, dude. Man United won. Let's go. First trophy since 2017. It's going to be great. What next for United? What's your thought?
Europa League. They
Well,
won once. Why not again? No, I
yeah.
really think so. I think they should be the favorite to win Europa League.
Well, there's still Arsenal and UA left, so I think Europa League is. We'll see. Maybe, maybe.
I mean, Juve's motivated too because they have the point deduction, so
Yeah.
they're really the only competition they have left too. But I don't know. Like, if you look at the top informed clubs since the World Cup break, Man U's like top three.
Yeah.
Sure,
100%.
right?
100%.
All of Europe.
Yeah. And I think Arsenal is killing too. Arsenal's playing really well. They kind of like had a hard fought win this past week, so but they're still staying on top. They have like another easy matchup at Europa League, so I think it'll be good. I think it'll come down to Arsenal, United, and UA. And if neither of those three teams win, I don't know what else to say. I think it's one of those three teams should win the Europa League. But again, first trophy since 2017. Super excited. Well, by the way, people, welcome to the Money League. Sorry, I was just too excited about Man United winning this first trophy in 4 years. Well, Harjas, you called it. I called it the most insignificant trophy, but well, we won it. I don't know. Some silverware.
It's good. It's good. It's all about steps, right? You're into a new era, right?
Yep.
So you need small steps before you're like winning 3 out of 4 Premier Leagues or competing for persistent
Yeah.
champion titles. Unless that new era obviously is like we were great. Oh my god, we had a terrible season. So now we have. Then it's like you have to go immediately.
Yeah.
But obviously, like slow trajectory.
Yeah.
My hand is killing me here, guys. But yeah,
I just hope there's like a consistent gradual growth because Liverpool had this burst in like 3 4 years, and then like now they're like boom down. So I think it's like the consistency like what Ferguson had 20 years back. I think that's what everyone is expecting as a United fan. So talking about some injuries for United,
yeah.
Rashford was banged up, but he ended up playing, scoring. Dude cannot stop scoring. So what's up with him? Like, is he going to like fight through this pain and play throughout the season, or are we looking at like a rest here and there?
I know. I was honestly so pessimistic because that game was on Thursday, and they said he had.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know the nuances, but like, okay, it's probably a sprain, and it's pretty tough to turn around and play that fast. So, was it a situation where he just felt a little something and was like, "No, that's it. I'm shutting her down for today. I want to be ready for the weekend." Or, yeah, is he just taped up and playing through it? If that's the case, it's going to linger for a little bit, but clearly it's not hampering his performance. And if it was something minor and he's already back to 100%, then that's been great because then there's no long-term concerns moving forward. And a good marker is how much he's in training. I didn't get to look and see if he's full-on participant in training with everybody, but that's a good marker that he's doing well then.
Yeah, that's good to know. And I know you made a video on Anthony Martial. I read the news. Like, doesn't look like he's coming back anytime soon. Like, even if he comes back, might be on the bench, especially with Garnacho and Vergos playing really well lately.
Yeah, it's that one's tough to gauge. I still think it's tough to gauge. I know he was in individual training, and then add the complexity of like, well, where do you even put him in, right? Where does he play? Now,
Yeah.
obviously, so many games in England. One competition's over, but they got the league, they got Europa League ongoing.
And they have the FA Cup.
Yeah, no, they were a team. I think in the entire world that was in 4 competitions, right? I think I
Mm-hmm.
read last week. So they're going to need to rotate their squad anyways.
Yeah.
So he has a role. I just don't think they'll rush him back because it's not like they're desperate for him at this time.
Okay. Well, United has an important matchup this weekend against Liverpool. I think it's going to be one of the biggest matchups United are playing since we already played City. Talking about Liverpool, we just overtook Liverpool as like the most Carabao Cup winners or like the silverware winners in
Yeah.
England. So there you go. We have 18 silverwares and Liverpool has 17. So is that a motivation for Liverpool? I think it's going to be a good game though, regardless of what form Liverpool is coming in this week.
Yeah, it's always it's a rivalry. I think regardless of where either club was positioned. Well, there was a
Mhm.
short stint where Liverpool was really good and Man U was struggling, where it wasn't so much. It was kind of one
Mhm.
sided. But
Yeah.
I think Liverpool will step up for this match. Obviously, Manchester United great form. They're gonna be confident as well heading into this match. But you know what? These are tight games. Wouldn't surprise me if it's a draw, but I do think Man U wins.
Okay. So what's up with Darwin Nunes? I know like he had a shoulder injury. Looks like he's playing through pain. Is that like another sustainable injury for the season, or what are we looking out here?
I think it is because he's a soccer player. So a separated shoulder is when your here, I should take my shirt off. Oh my goodness, we get into another category here. But your collarbone, where it meets your shoulder blade coming over top, and so when that separates out, does cause a lot of pain, can cause issues for like quarterbacks in football, hockey players, running backs, etc. But for soccer, it's great. Like I said, the odd shoulder to shoulder tackle is going to hurt, and he might be a bit weak going into it. But otherwise, it's not going to really impair his ability. They'll tape it, they'll give him some pain management with some local freezing, and they'll get him through matches.
So Jurgen Klopp came out yesterday. Darwin Núñez didn't play against Crystal Palace, so they drew 0-0. And Jurgen Klopp came out and said he had a injection against Liverpool before the game that helped him. There's no structural damage. I don't know what that means, but can you explain more about it?
Yeah, I mean that's tough to interpret.
Right?
I mean, why is he getting injected? There's no structural damage.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say there's probably something there, and like I said, it's probably a separated shoulder. So there is a ligament there between. You know, there's your AC joint. So that ligament's probably got at least microscopic tearing visible on an MRI scan.
So since he played against Real Madrid, I presume he's going to force himself to play against United. That's a big game.
I'd like to think so, but how big is the match against Madrid? You know.
Oh yeah, that's coming up too. That's true. That's a good one. That's a good one. Again, if they win, like what they have to win with a 3-goal difference. So
to get the extra time, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, if they have two goal difference, it goes to extra time. They lost 5-3.
No,
they lost
5-2.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. They lost 5-2. Yeah,
Cool.
It's gonna be a tough one.
They're looking for something like that.
Mm-hmm. Sweet. Well, that's a good matchup. So talking about the table leaders right now, Arsenal are cruising. You called it a couple of weeks back that Arsenal are going to like make it happen. I did not expect Arsenal to just burst off like this, but they're really looking really good. Looks like Gabriel Jesus should be coming back later this month. I don't know how impactful he's going to be the rest of the season, but Arsenal are cruising. I don't think anyone can stop them. Like they have like a 5-point lead against City with the game in hand. So let's see how things go.
Yeah, I think I didn't expect this when the season started, but I think that they'll run away with the league now.
Yeah. Do you think City number 2, United 3?
Yeah, I think it's pretty much stuck. Yeah.
I think that you go ahead, sorry.
The top 4 stuck.
Tottenham's going to stay 4? You think so? Interesting. So talking about Tottenham, like they beat Chelsea, and Harry Kane's coming back into form. Like the entire team is coming back into form. Like you said last week, they're playing the Italian style of soccer. And they won like 4 out of their last 5 games, and they're sitting at 45 points, 4 points behind United, and like 12 points behind Arsenal. But they have a 4-point lead over Newcastle, who's number 5. But I think Newcastle is kind of disappointing. They had a good burst of a start, but slowly cooling down lately.
Yeah, unfortunately, they've sort of fallen off. I only say unfortunately because it's always nice to see someone new. I mean, I know they're just back to club as well, so it's not like it's all the small minnow. But I don't know. I guess is it a lack of star power still for Newcastle at this point that's causing the difference? They've actually been relatively healthy. I think we're always in focus, but I think there's more to it for the fact that they're falling out of the race. And Tottenham's playing well. They were also still alive in the Champions League, right? They've got a lot to play for still, and they got the free 3 points that Chelsea's giving everybody this week.
That is true. So Chelsea play Leeds United. That's like a must-win because it looks like Porter in his hot seat right now, so might be fired if he loses or drop points against Leeds. And Tottenham play Wolves. That should be like a straightforward win for them. The next big game this weekend coming up, Arjus, is Man City and Newcastle. I don't know if Newcastle can step up after losing to United in the final, but I think that'll be a good game.
Yeah, I think it should be a good game as well. I don't know what to expect of Manchester City right now. They're obviously a great, talented team. Anytime they win big, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. But now whenever they lose, I'm kind of like, yeah, maybe they're kind of disinterested. Like maybe they think, oh, the league's over. They're not really that driven to win the league either. And then on top of it, I think they're just focused straight on the Champions League right now.
They're going all in for the Champions League. But again, they drew against Red Bull. So like, again, it's frustrating. Like I saw that game. Like till they scored the first goal, they had this amazing like excitement in the game. Then it like slowly like trickled down. Like they're like, yeah, whatever. Let's see what happens. So they drew against Nottingham a couple of weeks back. Nottingham ended up losing 4-0 to Wolves. Like, come on. So I don't know. Maybe this is the game. But
full result Marquette will surprise me. A loss wouldn't surprise me. I'm like, yeah, I don't think they care. They win. I'm like, yeah, no, that's the way I look at
Yeah.
it.
But City has probably the best striker in Europe right now.
Yeah.
Haaland is killing. He just became the highest league scorer for a season for City, and he is like a beast. I don't think like he's like Rashford. Like Rashford scores like a goal a game, but Haaland scores like 3 goals a game and goes on a drought for 2 games, and boom, another hat trick. So
Yeah.
he's just like boom, 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 and I don't know. It's unstoppable. I don't know which team can stop him.
No, I you know what? And he's in a great environment. There's so many solid midfielders around him. He's gonna get fed. He's gonna get multiple opportunities. So you talk to strikers and they'll tell you I got no service, right? About service, he's like I'm not gonna say he's just a product of the team, but he's obviously also taking care of business when he's presented with those opportunities.
Yep. And he just signed a deal with Nike for like $20 million, and he ditched Adidas and Puma. So there you go, making money on and off the court. So should be great to be in the Holland household right now.
Yeah, I'm sure he surpassed his dad now in terms of the Holland.
Yeah, right. Sweet. So a couple of other matchups. Arsenal has 2 matchups coming up because they had a match in hand. So they play Everton on Wednesday, and they play Bournemouth on Saturday. So I think we can just note it down. 2 wins for Arsenal there.
Yeah, I like Bournemouth. It'll be a tough match, but I think they'll pull out the points.
Yes, I think that'll be fun. I think, but the biggest game again comes back to United and Liverpool. I think that's going to be a away game for United. So we'll see. If it's home, I would be more confident. Away games are always tough. Anfield is a great environment for Liverpool fans, but not for the visiting team. So fun. By the way, looks like you're in your clinic. What's up in the back? Is that the X-ray machine? Like, what's?
Oh, that's just a box for wires, internet. No, we don't have an X-ray machine.
Oh,
We're
I thought you.
clinic. We're like just an office.
Oh, I thought you were like in a hi-fi clinic there.
No, bro,
Come on.
not like Morse. Not like Morse.
Sweet. Any other final thoughts for this week? Considering Carabao Cup is done. Right now, we're looking at FA Cup, Champions League coming up soon. So
Let's see if there's some squad rotation for teams here. See with the fatigue post World Cup is setting in. It's now been a lot of games in a short period of time with the Champions League restarting. Let's see if we squad rotation.
Awesome. Well, thanks a lot for joining us always. Have fun in your hockey game tonight, and we'll see you guys next week. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone.